What have you done that your parents punished you for, but it was totally worth the punishment? I broke my mom's strict no pets rule to save a baby bird, and I'd do it all over again. My mom hates animals in the house. She's super allergic to fur and feathers, and even looking at pictures of cats can make her eyes water. Growing up, I never had pets. Not even a goldfish, because she worried I'd spill the water on her new carpet. Last spring, a huge storm hit our town. Trees fell, power lines came down, and our school closed for 2 days. When it was finally safe to go outside, I found a tiny baby robin on our front lawn. It must have fallen from its nest during the storm. Its eyes were barely open, and it was shivering. I looked up at the trees, but couldn't see a nest anywhere. The little bird kept making sad peeping sounds that broke my heart. I knew if I left it there, neighborhood cats would get it for sure. I carefully picked it up using my jacket sleeve. I knew not to touch wild birds with bare hands from science class. The bird was so small it fit in my palm, and I could feel its tiny heart racing. I knew what Mom would say. Her rules were clear. No animals in the house, ever. But it was getting dark, and the bird would die overnight. I made a quick decision and smuggled the bird into my room. I found an old shoebox, lined it with a soft t-shirt, and made a little nest. I Googled how to care for baby robin on my phone and found out I needed to feed it every 30 minutes during daylight hours. For the next 2 days, I pretended to be sick so I could stay home from school. Mom left for work early and came home late, so I had time to care for the bird. I crushed up worms from our garden, mixed them with a little water, and fed the bird using a tiny paintbrush. I named him Pip. By the 3rd day, Pip was getting stronger. His feathers were growing in, and he could hold his head up better. But that afternoon, disaster struck. I was in the bathroom when I heard Mom scream. She had come home early and found Pip in my room. When I ran in, she was having a full-blown allergy attack. Red-eye sneeze in the works. "Get that thing out of here right now," she yelled between sneezes. I tried to explain about the storm and how Pip would die without help, but Mom wasn't listening. She grabbed her allergy medicine and stormed out, slamming the door. That night, she laid down the punishment. I was grounded for a month. No phone, no friends over, no video games. Plus, I had to deep clean the entire house to remove any feather particles, and that bird goes to the wildlife center tomorrow, she said in her "don't argue with me" voice. The next morning, Mom drove me in silence to the wildlife rehabilitation center across town. The woman who worked there examined Pip carefully. "You did an amazing job with this little one," she told me. Most baby birds brought in by kids don't make it, but this robin is thriving. Another week and he'll be ready for the outdoor aviary. Mom was still mad, but I saw something change in her face when the woman explained that I'd saved Pip's life. On the way home, Mom finally spoke. "You're still grounded," she said, "but I'm proud of how you cared for that bird. During my month of being grounded, I spent my free time volunteering at the wildlife center. They let me help feed the baby birds and clean cages. I even got to see Pip grow up and eventually fly away with other young robins. Mom still doesn't allow pets, but she did help me build a birdhouse for our backyard. And sometimes when a robin with a distinctive white spot on its wing visits our bird feeder, I like to think it's Pip coming back to say, 'Thanks.'"